Yeah, it should be great. We're excited. Woo. Yeah, a lot. And then he has it on social media too. So, never done this before. This should be interesting for sure. Yeah.
How do I click?
Oh, right here.
Fine. When should I start on?
Let me see the share. There. Nice little amount of people. I think he's gonna shoot it over into it.
Oh yeah, it's a different thing. Where's your wife? Where's Miss World? Oh, they're right there. I see that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Ready? Ready when you are. Ready when you are.
I walk around there, like with the microphone?
May want to stay initially.
Okay, I will initially sit. Yeah. Oh, because the camera's there. Got you. Yeah. Okay. How do I click?
Hey, all. Good evening. Really excited about tonight. Before we get started, I want to introduce myself. I kind of feel like I'm on like after an NBA game, like a press conference or something, you know, breaking it down. So my name is Ryan Bob. I'm the executive director of the Bryan Adams Vertical team. As many of y'all know, we have 12 campuses in the vertical team. We've got Riley Elementary, Casa View, Reinhardt, Bales, Hexter. We got Hill, Keast, Gaston, Gill, Larry G, and of course our feeder high school BA, but we're here to talk about Sanger Prep tonight, right? So really excited. Also, if we're all online, hello to all those out there. Really cool. But we've been through quite a process, quite a few of us over the last month and a half or so. About a month and a half ago, I got in front of the staff as well as the community, and we had a community profile meeting. And during that time, y'all were able to kind of hear my spiel, but then you're able to give the qualities, the characteristics of your next principal you're looking for. At the end of that meeting, you had over 140 people submitted a survey, and that was able to, we were able to break that data down to figure out exactly what you were looking for. And then I used that portrait of a principal per se, to be able to go out there and find the best candidates. Okay, the next step was that we had a community panel, and this was made up of teachers, staff members, and parents. And we actually had 2 rounds of that. I brought them back because we want to make sure that we get this right. And we had 6 candidates go through that piece, and then we had what's called an executive director panel, and had 4 candidates go through that. And then finally, we brought to our chief of school leadership and then to our superintendent. And I'll be introducing her in just a moment. Before we get started, though, I do want to honor some amazing folks in here. If you are a teacher or staff member in here, if you could stand up and just let everyone give you a big round of applause. We appreciate that. And a special shout out to Mr. Rivera for putting this together here. Like, wow. Hey, crazy story. We're on Facebook. If you're not following the Facebook PTSA page, make sure you do that. So I'll put that plug in there. But we were on Facebook, and someone asked a really good question. I know she'll be out there watching this and say, hey, can this be something that you simulcast online? And I responded yes to it, and then I put Rivera on it. And then he goes, I got you. And the moment he did that, I was like, so I had no idea how to make this happen, but it all came out to be this way. So I'm really excited about this. And again, thank you to everyone that was involved in this, and thank you to everyone that's here. But at this point, y'all don't want to hear from me anymore. You want to hear from your principal. So without further ado, I want y'all to give the biggest round of applause for your new Sanger Preparatory principal, Principal Benedetto.
I like the early clapping down there, so thank you. Thanks. I do feel like I'm on a podcast a bit, or like we're at a press conference, and I've never felt more sporty in my life. But I'm very excited to be here today. I'm going to probably stay seated just for the live stream, but that's really difficult for me. So if I start, moving, I'm Italian, so I'm going to move my hands and everything. But I'm really excited to be here as your new principal. I'm really excited to partner with Sanger and join this team. And I've only been here a few days, but it really has been like such a kind and welcoming environment. And I'm just so grateful to be here with all of you. And thank you for taking time out of your night to come here. And for students, if you're a student, can you give a little whoop whoop, maybe? Or like oh, there you go, Adeline. Thank you. Yeah, a little whoop for coming during your summer and going back to school for a little bit for an evening. So thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit about myself. And so a little bit about me. I come from a big Italian family. I'm from the Chicagoland area. We won't talk about my sport allegiances because they might not align with yours. You can get a gist of it from my nephew's uniform right there. It's not a Rangers uniform. But I come from a family of educators. A lot of staff members here have their students come to school, and so that was me as a kid. I went to school where my dad was the athletic director, and so I grew up in schools and in gyms and in classrooms, and I always had this dream of being an educator. And so living out that dream and becoming the principal of Sanger is really exciting and thrilling for me. And then I have some very important elementary students in my life, and so my nieces and nephews, they live in Plano, and I see them often. They're like my happy place. And we have a little book club with my nieces, which is really fun, the book baddies. And then my hobbies, I love reading. The library is another happy place of mine. And so I collect cookbooks, and I always check out cookbooks from the library and try new recipes. Speaking of that, I love to bake. And then I also love to work out. I used to be a fitness instructor, not anymore. That'd be too much. But I love to work out, and I take like Pilates classes. And then I love to travel. So I went to Colorado. That was my last trip. I went to one of my best friend's weddings. And so just being outside and being with friends is another one of my happy places. And then so is a school. And so making sure that I'm working with teachers to build supportive systems that make their working environment a really safe place to land. And then for students and community members and families, making sure that we're celebrating and inviting students and family intentionally onto the campus, celebrating students through awards, and getting them ready to walk across the DISD graduation stage one day. So that's a little bit about me. I know you've seen my name, seen my face on things, but I just wanted to introduce myself with a little bit more background. All right, and then my career timeline. So I'm from the Chicagoland area, and then I went to college at Grand Valley State in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I was in elementary major, and so I was in kindergarten and 4th grade classrooms, so the beginning of my educational journey was in elementary. And so that's really my foundation. And then I moved to Texas and was an 8th grade ELA teacher Then found my home in Dallas ISD, and I was at Woodrow Wilson High School as a 10th and 11th grade teacher. And then I transitioned into an instructional coaching role, and that's where I was really introduced to dual language and IB and supporting teachers in those programs, AVID and PTEC. And then I moved into an assistant principal seat at Benjamin Franklin, which is an IB campus as well. And now I'm the very proud principal of Sanger. And so I'm excited for the next piece of my journey. Okay, thank you. I feel like a celebrity. Fun. Okay, amazing. Keep the claps coming. Okay, and then I wanted to talk about my big rocks and introduce a little bit about my core values as a leader. And so as your new principal, my core values, it always starts at the bottom for trust and belonging. So making sure that everyone involved at Sanger, community members, families, staff, and students really feel a sense of belonging and trust, and that they know that they're seen and valued. And so creating systems that make that happen. And then collaborative leadership, I really value bringing diverse perspectives to the table in decision making, but then also part of my vision is to also make sure that you see your input and your feedback in the framework of the school and in the new initiatives and what we're protecting and what we're changing at Sanger. We have a really strong foundation at the school, and so I'm just really excited to build on the momentum and build on the excellence that we have here. And then looking at student achievement, making sure that our systems are in place for teachers and students in order to be successful and have students reach their goals, which is our main goal. All right, and then I just wanted to say I'm very excited to be here. A key piece of my vision for the school is to create unity and collectiveness between the programming through community outreach and getting our families onto campus and really creating strong experiences for students, staff, and families and teachers. So I'm very excited to be here. My contact information is right here. If you want to put down my email, I am happy to chat. There's actually a T in front of the Benedetto, so it's tbenedetto@dallasist.org. That will go nowhere, so put the T in the front. And then that will go into the ether. So tbenedetto@dallasist.org. But I am so excited to be here as your principal. Please stay and chat. I'd love to get to know you a little bit more, and thank you for taking the time out of your night.
So, yeah, and I mean, I recognize many of y'all, especially parents, are going to want to know some like specifics and have questions about your kiddos. And I think the best thing you can do is definitely reach out to her. So she's going to be able to get back to you pretty quickly. I know you have quite a busy Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, that's
because you have a listening tour with a lot of like staff members and pieces like that.
Yeah, with the ones right there.
Yeah. So already I think you can kind of see that absolutely going to be able to lean on this phenomenal staff. And but I think it'd be interesting to be able to take some questions maybe about her or anything that y'all want to be able to know about. If we're going to make this like a press conference, might as well just take some questions from that.
I feel like I'm like on the wings.
This is super interesting. Yeah. So anyone have any questions before we kind of do an individual talk?
I told Adeline to give me a thumbs up. I was doing okay. Okay, thank you.
So far, so good.
Okay. Thank you, Aurora. Thanks.
Well, we just really appreciate y'all, and a lot of y'all got to kind of talk to Miss Benedetto on the way in, but I think it's also a great chance for you to come down, take pictures with your kiddos and pieces like that, and just be able to meet her. And but on the flip side, by all means, if you have any like specific questions, she's here. I'm also here if you need anything, and then for sure be able to reach out to her. Don't forget the T in front of the Benedetto. Okay. Yeah. But appreciate each and every one of y'all, and for those at home, appreciate y'all too. I hope all of y'all have a great night, and hope some of y'all stick back and be able to ask any questions you have, and get to know Miss Benedetto a little bit more. So appreciate y'all, and I want y'all to give one more big round of applause for Miss Benedetto.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here. So yeah, I'll chat and kind of work the room and just come up and chat with me. I'd love to have some more private conversations and just get to know you better. And that concludes our press conference up here. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I was not very good at sports. This was exciting. Yeah. I felt like I was a sport person.